Good day, everyone. Today is going to be another psychology-related video. For this video, like I've always mentioned, this is always on top of my head. I'm going to be talking about this particular subject because I am currently facing this in my life, and it deeply resonates with my journey so far. Because, for context, I've mentioned in my past videos, I started doing these videos first is for me to have like a digital journal where I can eventually look back on all of these videos and just see like, bro, this is how far I've come. This is how much progress I've currently had for the past few months, years, etc. Number two is for this account particularly to act as an accountability for me. Because if I know that I'm gonna be posing trading related videos, that could be backtesting sessions, it's gonna be live trading sessions, anything related to trading, I know, and like there's this subconscious thought in my mind that I have to execute my edge flawlessly. Because obviously, I don't want y'all to see something away from any story that I preach, or in terms of strategy, it's not really that systematic or type of trades that's not even discretionary, just pure gamble, right? However, I keep it as transparent as possible because if you've seen on my past videos, I do post my losses. I do post whenever I tilt because at the end of the day, we're still humans. We feel emotions. There are just really going to be times that I become emotional, I become undisciplined, and I let my emotions override my logic, hence leading to those unnecessary losses. But there's also great losses or S plus losses that I also do post because at the end of the day, guys, trading is probability based. Nothing's 100% sure. What you want to do is execute your edge and end up in that winning statistics or the statistics that you are aiming to be at because that is your system. And lastly, the reasoning why I do these videos, third one is as me building my personal brand because we know that building your personal brand is one of the highest leverageable skills, wherein this skill that we've leveraged so far is kind of giving you a credibility, some sort of authority. Hence, that is the reasoning why I'm going to be indulging or tackling on this video. And our core subject or topic is no one cares of your potential. No one. Because what this world is looking for, or everybody's looking for, is proof. Because if you don't have proof, that just means you don't really have credibility. How can they rely on you if you haven't proven something yet? We can somehow make this ideology to make it easier to grasp on. Let's say I know you're going to be able to relate on this. When you see let's say a content creator, post a video, let's say really famous, let's say TJR, Patrick, Blake, those famous traders, that are pretty mainstream. When you see them, whatever they say, in the back of your mind, all right, that makes sense. That is valid because this person have attained something in their life, and what they said on that, particular quote, particular statement is valid, and it probably matters, assuming that they're, expressing it in a serious tone. However, when you've watched someone like, let's say, just under 10 subscribers, under 100 subscribers, or basically a random person that you've just seen online, when you see, their posts, let's say they really, they are eloquent speakers. They are able to articulate their thought with clarity, cohesively, and coherently. However, when you kind of like background check, they haven't really attained something significant at the moment. And that is the ideology that I want to connect with that existing ideology, which is no one cares about your potential. And the question is, how and why do I resonate? Particularly, I haven't proven anything yet. And some people might see this video like this guy is a LARPer. He says all these things, but I don't think it's really credible enough and reliable enough to listen on. And for me, I don't have problems with that because that is a valid statement. That's not a reasoning for someone to get butthurt because that's the reality. You gotta accept that. For me, in terms of like statements of LARPing, bro, everyone who started came from the bottom, bro. Everyone started is, they're not great already. They're not skilled already. They're not ready enough for the particular character or persona that they're trying to attain. Let's create an example. Like Conor McGregor, pretty vocal that he applied law of attraction in his life. He tried, like literally put in his brain that I'm this guy, I have these things already, this is my character, this is my future self. He had this extremely clear self-image that I'm this guy and I'm so delusional and ambitious, and I know that this guy right here, it might not necessarily match the frequency I'm currently living at right now, but I'm gonna live like that guy because I know I'm that guy, is who I wanted to be. And it's not necessarily I wanted to be that guy, but I just know that that version of me already exists and it just needs to be trained. And that training requires repetition and consistency. And with that, I am applying that to my life because literally, bro, every single person, if you're gonna ask, that became successful, that, come from rags to riches, they always, all of them, bro, inevitably practiced the law of attraction. They manifested their way through what they've attained right now in their lives. So you're gonna have a goal in mind. However, it's gonna be really hard to attain some sort of goal if you're not gonna really act like that guy. If you don't act like that person, don't speak like that person, you don't react like that person, you don't think like that person. And through the process, one thing's for sure, numerous people will start to hate you. And you need to be prepared for that. But this is always a reminder as well that those people hate you are just two things, bro. They hate you because they know that they can't do it, and you're exposing their laziness, bro. You're exposing that, all right, this guy, I can actually do what he's doing, but I'm just not doing it. And that hurts them. That hurts their ego, their fragile ego. And they're thinking, all right, I really do have that potential like that guy, but I don't do it because I don't want to act like that guy. It looks cringy. And I don't need to be that guy in order to attain such things. Like, bro. That's just really the first thing, bro. That's why they're hating you. Number two, and just the clearest reasoning on why they feel that way, they act that way because they are envious towards you. Take note, bro. The people who are envious towards you feel some sort of inferiority and looks at you someone above them. And the reality, bro, the people who hates you are one thing's for sure, they are below you. You can literally see how that ideology applies in your current life. People would only hate you if they are actually doing below on what you're currently doing or attaining in life. Because again, just a keyword, they're envious. Hence, for those people that are watching this that are also trying to start taking risks in their life, like for me particularly, trading, building my personal brand, start doing content creation, and doing all of these videos because, bro, honestly, I did think of all of those thoughts, but always just ran in my mind. Like, if I let that fear of judgment, fear of looking dumb, because I'm not that credible yet, how can I truly attain my dreams in life? Everyone started from the bottom. No one became the best just out of nowhere. And like, suddenly, this guy right here just popped out of nowhere and he's the best. There's always a storyline. No one became the best like as soon as they're born, bro. It's always trained. You become that person along the way because you're going to learn more along the way. Key note here or a key quote is no one truly starts or no one really becomes ready as they embark on their new journey in life. That's what you're going to put in your brain. Start taking action, take the risk. And the only reason to know the outcome is for you to take action, take the risk. Again, for those people who are watching this or are currently in this aspect in their life, bro, I want to say just keep on going. Everybody that is famous, successful, and have attained credibility and authority in their life came from this point. Majority, not saying all, majority of people who became successful have faced these adversities in their life. And what they just put in their mind, bro, they're just like so focused on the goal and don't care about anyone's criticism that they know that that criticism is actually hindering them from success. Because yes, there's going to be constructive criticism, and that is for you to be able to distinguish between a constructive criticism and just a criticism of a person that is envious towards you. So just to just summarize this video on our topic or subject that I've mentioned, no one really truly cares about your potential. But bro, on the one who's watching this, looking at you, bro, brother to brother, I trust your potential. However, make sure that potential doesn't remain as potential. Prove it. Act on it. A potential that remains as a potential is just a proof that you didn't back your ambitions, your goals, your dreams, and your potential with action. You need sufficient actions, sufficient amount of actions, sufficient repetitions in order for you to attain some sort of success in life. That's what you need to put in your mind. I know that I have shit ton of on top potentials, and guess what? Like what I'm preaching, I'm gonna take action on that. I'm going to remain consistent. I'm going to let my actions prove itself, and the achievements and progress and the outcomes will just carry for itself. Focus on your circle of influence, which are inputs. Again, inputs is greater than output. It's going to be all for today's video, guys. I hope you learned a lot from this video and have been, be able to resonate with our subject for today. I know numerous people have been hesitating on taking risks or taking action in their life because they're gonna feel like they're gonna be judged. They're gonna look awkward. They're gonna look corny online. They're looking like they're trying hard. Bro, just brother to brother, don't care about them. Make sure you have this higher sense of purpose, have a mission, have a system that you're gonna follow day in and day out, and use those doubts as a motivation for you to go even harder, be stronger, and even be more ambitious. So I'm always here reminding y'all that every time that you follow and remain consistent on your systems, you'll be rewarded. Every time you fail to do so, you'll be punished. And that's all for today's video, guys. Peace out.